Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
I know people who have been arrested and who have had their lives completely ruined by this.
An effort is underway to legalize recreational marijuana in North Dakota, but will voters get to have the final say?
Last year, voters approved the legalization of medical marijuana in the state. It's still not up and running, and now lawmakers are asking for your input on how to best implement medical pot.
Proponents of fully legalizing marijuana say that they're confident that you'll get a chance to vote on it. Valley News Team's Ryan Laughlin tells us what's different this time around.
It's time to get this done.
Dave Owen, a UND student, is trying again to make North Dakota the next state to fully legalize marijuana.
We're saying that this is no longer something that we as a society view to be particularly detrimental.
He's tried this before and says they've learned from failed attempts.
So some people like to sit outside of bars at 2 in the morning and get signatures. Well, they're not particularly useful to anybody because drunk people tend not to have good handwriting.
They'll need more than 13,000 signatures. That's where they fell short last time. But Owen says they're more organized now and voters will get a say. And when they do, they should consider the economics.
And I go to these small towns. I have family in Hillsborough, like I said. And I see that they're struggling. I see the problems they have. I see the fact that they can't even afford to plow their roads.
According to Fortune, they just said that the marijuana industry is growing faster than expected. This year, $10 billion taxable dollars spent on legal pot.
The government that governs least does best for society. I want, ideally, marijuana to be treated similarly to corn.
He's hoping that next November he'll find out if a majority of the state agrees with him. Grand Forks, Ryan Laughlin, Valley News Live.
The proposal would make marijuana similar to alcohol. You'd have to be 21 to purchase or use it. It also expunges previous illegal marijuana offenses that would seal anything that would be legal under the new proposal. The North Dakota Secretary of State's office is reviewing the petition before the signature stage could begin. As for medical marijuana, experts believe it's about a year away from being implemented.
West Fargo will soon join Fargo's search for a new superintendent. Dr. David Flowers made his emotional retirement announcement at a news conference this afternoon. Dr. Flowers says he'll finish out this school year with his last day as superintendent on June 30th, 2018. He says he's proud of all that has been accomplished, including the booming growth in the district. Amidst Dr. Schatz's retirement announcement with the Fargo School District, we asked Dr. Flowers if now would be a good time to merge districts.
If they merge, it probably won't be in my lifetime, and if it is, it will shorten my lifetime. I just think that they both have their own identity, and the communities have the need for their own school districts.
Once the board accepts Flowers' resignation on December 11th, the search for his replacement will begin.
Temps remain in the double-digit area, but they're continuing to fall. Hutch, are we going to see single digits tonight?
It certainly looks that way, and already we have wind chills in the single digits both above and below zero as we head into the evening hours. Winds less gusty for most, but still gusting in Lakes Country in the Southern Valley, over 30 miles per hour in Sisseton. 18-mile-per-hour northwest winds here in the Fargo area, bringing that wind chill down to 0 here. 8 below Devil's Lake, 15 below is what it feels like on exposed skin in Thief River Falls. Skies are clearing from west to east heading into the evening hours. We'll see single digits by the late hours this evening, Mike. But look at those wind speeds. They are finally tapering off. A break from the wind and a little break from the cold as well. I'll have the details in your hour-by-hour forecast in a few moments.
We deserve it.
I think so.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app. You can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so you can plan your day. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free.
One of the 2 people accused in the murder of a pregnant Fargo woman will likely go on trial this spring. William Hain is facing conspiracy to commit murder and kidnapping charges related to the death of Savannah Graywind. Hain, in court today, asked the judge to set a trial date sometime after March of next year. The courtroom was packed with Graywind's family and friends who left immediately after the very brief court session. In addition to the felony charges, Hain is also charged with providing false information to law enforcement. That's a misdemeanor. The other person charged in the case, Brooke Cruz, is expected to plead guilty to the same charges on Monday. Graywind was 8 months pregnant when she disappeared from her North Fargo apartment on August 19th. The baby was found alive in a neighboring apartment where Cruz and Hain lived.
Action on another high-profile court case in Fargo has been delayed, this one involving a fight in downtown Fargo. Darren Patterson is charged with manslaughter and aggravated assault in a fight outside the Hodo in May. Patterson's dispositional conference this morning was rescheduled.
U.S. Senator Al Franken says he will make an announcement tomorrow as he faces intense pressure from his own party to resign. This after a group of Democratic senators, including North Dakota U.S. Senator Heidi Heitkamp, began the call for Franken's resignation following another allegation of sexual misconduct. This loss of support among Franken's colleagues follows a new allegation. A former congressional aide told Politico that Franken tried to forcibly kiss her after a taping of his radio show in 2006. Franken said in a statement the accusation is categorically not true. Franken already faces a Senate ethics investigation after several women came forward last month accusing him of groping and inappropriate behavior. Franken apologized for his behavior but disputed some of the stories.
We need to draw a line in the sand and say none of it is okay. None of it is acceptable, and we, as elected leaders, should absolutely be held to a higher standard, not a lower standard, and we should fundamentally be valuing women, and that is where this debate has to go.
Senator Heitkamp sent out a tweet this morning regarding the allegations against Franken, saying we must commit to zero tolerance, and that means Senator Franken should step down. You can read her full statement online at valleynewslive.com. Franken's fellow Democratic senator from Minnesota, Amy Klobuchar, did not call for his resignation. She released a statement saying she spoke with Senator Franken this morning, and as reported, he will make an announcement tomorrow morning. We'll have a crew in Washington, D.C. during the announcement, so tune into Valley News Live for full coverage.
North Dakota lawmakers are taking a serious look at their sexual harassment policy and ways to improve it. Some claim it's happened on a number of occasions. Lawmakers say their current policy adequately defines what types of behavior are inappropriate, but no clear process of what to do if violations take place. Suggested additions to the policy include where to report the behavior, how it will be investigated, as well as who will determine guilt and what the punishments will be. House Majority Leader Al Carlson said he's never seen or heard of any such incidents, but others say they've experienced it firsthand.
I've had ones. I've had elected officials tell totally inappropriate jokes, which I've confronted. I mean, I've had a number of situations where people have hugged me really inappropriately.
The committee will receive a draft of potential changes to the policy at their next scheduled meeting.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, attracting shoppers and keeping them coming back, why it's so important to local retailers.
Up next, you don't know how important it is until it's gone.